Hey, what's up? It's Peter Parker Comics here. Got another new comic book day video for you. Get that free crap out of the way. As this is a continuation of one I just posted late last night, early this morning. So I went through about half of those books, so I still have the other half to go, and then that stack there, and all these. So these are all pretty much the books from this month. I just moved, so I've been having I'm way behind in getting things put in their place, and way behind on my videos. So, and I don't have my little comic lab ready to go. So my normal way of how I'm gonna shoot videos from here on out is not quite set up, and I'm still working on the comic wall. But that will be like plan on doing like a live stream to show when I put the wall back up, my big Marvel wall of first appearances. So stay tuned for that. You gotta follow me on Instagram to get. I'll probably either do it on there, or I will let people know about it from there. I'll give a little notification like, hey, go check out my YouTube, about to shoot this long ass video of me interior decorating the Marvel way. Alright, so that was House issue 1. A good book. I liked House of X number 1. As far as the rest of the series goes, garbage. Just not into it. Powers of 10, even worse. This is issue 3 or 4. 2, like the big key issue was 2, and I hated it. That was the worst one. You get that Moira McTaggart origin and shit, and I was just not feeling it. I don't like the art very much. This is Powers 1. I just like this as probably one of those Decades variants. I like Storm a lot. And this is issue 3. Okay, cool. So I think I have a whole run of House going. Powers, I have like 3 copies of issue 1, but that's it. The rest of them, I've been reading, like I'll skim through it or I'll read it at the rack, and it's just awful. Just wasting pages on fucking like diagrams and geometry, and then I don't know, just stupid. But I did get a cool little poster for free. I liked issue 1. I like this cover's gonna probably become iconic down the road. I like the idea of the Krakoa thing. Flowers, okay, it's a little weird, but just going into this whole rewriting the history of it is just kind of dumb, and stuff with Moira is getting old already, and they're like, that's like what it's all about so far. It's just like, eh. I'll probably keep checking it out, and I'll get any other cool variants I see. I've just been getting like the character variants. But I suggest if you can get them, I mean, they've been selling like fucking hotcakes. They're all, even like the worst, besides the action figure variants, which are still going for a couple bucks more, they're all going for like double cover price. So I would suggest, if you happen to see them at your LCS, I was going to talk about this. If you see them at your LCS, here's Powers 1, the sketch variant. God, what a waste of a page. They don't even give you the real cover like most sketch covers do. Most blanks do. Jesus. God. But Powers is just, I don't like all these new characters I don't know. See, I've shown you like 5 pages and I haven't seen a single comic panel yet. Nope, there's another 2 wasted. That's what I'm talking about, man. Look! I'm not kidding, man. And I don't get, like, I read this one. I haven't read any more Powers. I've just been skimming through, but I just hate it. The art's not great, and I don't know. The story's just weird, and there's a lot of like redesigns of characters that are just new characters, because he's like basically harvesting new mutants. I don't know, man. Is that like Nimrod? Yeah. I don't know. I keep saying that. I don't know. It's hard to like fight the wave because everybody is up on the Jonathan Hickman horse. Everyone is digging, especially House of X. And it's just like, I don't get it. It sucks. It's like these Young Gun variants suck. Not all these artists are bad. I do not like Pepe Larraz. I really am not a fan of Mike Del Mundo. Javier's okay. Dowderman's pretty good, and I can't even say his name. He's been doing Daredevil with Chip Zdarsky, like the covers, and no, he's doing the interiors. Maybe he's doing the covers too. I think he's just doing the interiors. But Marco Cicchetto, whatever it is, he's really good. recruiters, meh. But it's not about like them in particular, it's those Young Gun variants. Like I don't mind them focusing some spotlight on these guys, that's great, whatever, but those Young Gun, the first bout of Young Gun variants they did, like it's probably 2 years ago now, but they've been like running this Young Guns train for a long time, and hey, look at that. It's pretty good. I don't mind his. It's like a fresher, newer John Romita Jr., which I don't like his art, but it's like, this is better. This is what fits Punisher and Daredevil better, that whole like street level stuff. Yeah, I highly recommend people go get this book. Get the first trades coming out soon, or it should already be out. Cool. All right. But I think it was like last summer they were doing all those Young Guns variants, and it would be like you get like a, I don't know if you get like a border there, or like they put like 2 lines on it sometimes. But you, even when you didn't, you get like the Virgin cover, but then you get their fucking name all super big printed, and it's like just it took away from the book. It could have been like some really cool Virgin variants there, but instead they have their fucking name plastered on it. It just ruined it. It ruined a lot of really good artwork. Anyway, so whenever I see that Young Gun shit, I just don't care. And it was annoying when you'd see those in previews, where they don't give the cover image, but they show the description, or they say what the name of the variant is, and be like, Young Guns variant. Like, I have no idea what that's going to look like. It was just a frustrating time. Got another one of these. I buy them every time I see them. The Hulk 181 facsimiles. $3.99, man. You can get 5 or 6 for these, like, without even trying. They'll sell within minutes. You can probably get $10 for all these now, so I recommend picking these up as well. If you don't have one yet, you're crazy, because I'm not paying dude, this book's inflated so much now. It's up to like, oh God, for a garbage beat up one without the value stamp, you're still talking $1,000. It's like Giant Size X-Men. You can't even get a low grade for it's gonna pay at least $1,000 now. You want decent or better, $2,000. It's silly. I wish I wouldn't have sold my Giant Size X-Men. I think I remember paying like $200 for it, and I got $400 out of it, something like that. And it had a big tear there on the cover, which is hard to look at, but I miss it. I picked this Flash 76 variant up. I think it was one at the time when it came out, I was broke. This is from like 3 weeks ago. I was broke and had to put it in my back issue box or something like that. I don't even remember. This is like a mix of, I went to like 3 or 4 different shops among the like 2 regular ones I go to, so I don't know like what's from where. Some of it's bagged and boarded, some of it's not, which is annoying, but I managed, it took me like an extra week to pick this up, because every shop either around here didn't get their books, or they were sold out right away, like they way under ordered for issue 2. I just think a lot of new fans jumped on for 1. So, I haven't read that yet. I did read the first issue. So fucking good. Yeah, they don't give you the inside cover either. Usually, in recent days, or I thought like that was the it was customary that you get the fucking, you get the regular cover underneath of the blank cardstock sketch one. I guess not. Maybe they're just saving money. Not a thick-ass book, man. Super good. That's my second blank cover, and I have at least 1 or 2 of the A cover, and then I have that Archer variant. I'm a pretty big symbiote guy. I'm bigger into Venom, and I like the 90s stuff better, but I'm liking Kate's run on Venom. Oh, and he's doing this too. Yeah, he's doing a great job. I don't quite love all the Cult of Carnage stuff, the Spiral crap, but I don't know. I like it a lot. I like Stegman's art, and it's fresh. We're finally getting something new. We're not just seeing like the same shit over and over again. It's like, how many times can Venom, eat people? It gets old. This is a second printing of, I think it's supposed to be the first star appearance, or the first full star, or this is at least the first time she's on the cover, so I made sure to get one of those. I think in solicitation they didn't have the star part on it, So a lot of people were like disappointed. Like, why is that on there? That takes away from the book. You guys weren't soliciting that. Soliciting? I don't know. Yet another carnageized variant I couldn't pass up. Same thing. I said this yesterday with those Mortal Hulk variants when I shot my last video. That like head morphing into a, it's like a fold out cover and you get like a 2 or 3 shots of their face morphing. And those are all ugly, and I'm like, oh, I'll probably buy 1 or 2, but I hate these all look like crap. Can't believe they're making them. It's just ruining comics, and there I am throwing money at it. And I bought like 5 or 6 of them now. Because in person, some of them are just too funny to resist. But then I did the same thing with the carnageized one. I thought all of them were garbage. And seeing them in person, I've bought like at least 4 or 5 of them. I know I got the Daredevil one after saying I wasn't going to get it. Got the Savage Avengers with Elektra. I think I picked up the Iron Man ones. Black Panther one's cool. I know I got a Spider-Man one. And then I think if there was a Venom one. Yeah, there was. And I got that too. So that was like Ron Lim. So yeah, I picked up at least... Shit, I don't know. Picked up a bunch of fucking books. Or a bunch of fucking variants. A bunch of those variants. Can't talk. This is a variant too. This is a really cool Humans variant. I dig it. Okay. Let's see, what else we got here? Absolute Carnage, regular cover. So, this must be my second copy, yeah. So, because I got one the week it came out, and I think this is one of the shops finally got their like back order books in, and they got 1 and 2. I think I must have got that from the same place. Got a Blink cover for House of X. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put on it, because I'm gonna do my own covers for all these. I don't have artists do it. I do my own. I just haven't really started. I've only done 2 so far, and I have a whole entire short box that's like bursting at the seams, full of these things. So I really need to get on it. My thing is to do cover swipes. So I'm just trying to think. Do I want to do? I think I want to do I think it's 96, the Krakoa issue, which is the first Mora. Ironically, fucking Ion. Is it Chicago PD? Yep. Yeah. What am I trying to say? Yeah, so I'm gonna probably do a swipe of either 96 or it'll be like an issue 1 of like OG Jack Kirby. I don't know. Haven't decided. Then, okay. I know what pile this is. So this pile, that ends this stack, and then this pile was like stuff I ordered online and got like 3 weeks ago. Cause this was like a dollar bin find at one shop. But I got one of these. What is this? Oh shit, yeah, this is the Death of Alfred one. Yeah, because 78 came out yesterday. So this is at least 2 weeks old. So these are probably books from 2 weeks ago. It's kind of a hot book. And not only is it like the new Robin, that's Gotham Girl, right? And this is her, now she's Robin, or she's the Robin to Thomas Wayne. I don't know, I didn't read it, but I did skim through to see the end. I have not been on a Batman train for a while. But the City of Bane thing hasn't been bad. I like some of the covers, and the art's been cool. I like Tony Daniel. I think I bought one of the Year of the Villain face shots of Bane or something. But, fucking love Slipknot. Yeah, it's Tom King still. But at the end, Alfred fucking dies. He gets his neck twisted by Bane, and then in 78, the following issue, there's no reference of it at all. Not a single mention of it. It's like a honeymoon issue with him and Catwoman. So I don't know if they're just gonna do away with it and act like it didn't happen, or if they're just trying to piss people off and prolong it an extra week, or like maybe it wasn't ready to go and they went with the honeymoon issue from the wedding one that they've had written for months now. God, that was already over a year ago. So maybe it was maybe it was just a backstory that they had sitting in the drawers ready to go, and we'll get in 79. Maybe we'll find out if it actually happened, if he's dead or not. I don't know. Whatever. Sorry. I don't know. That kind of pissed me off though, because I was like, I gotta get 78. I gotta see what happens. Oh my god. And nope. Actually, I bought it. I read it there with the shop owner who hadn't read it yet either, and we were both like, "You're fucking kidding me! They don't mention it at all. Like, are you serious?" And I made a little joke and like, "Well, shit, you already swiped my card, so guess I'm stuck with it." He's like, "Nah, dude, I can sell this easily if you want to pick something else out." So I actually exchanged it for another book and left it there. Alright, I mean, I left Batman there and got something else instead after paying for it. So, fuck you, Batman. Yeah, cool story, brah. Alright, I got about 10 minutes left. Probably get this done. I always get the Milestone #1s. This one had like the poster and the little insert and card in it, so that's cool. I've got a sealed copy. I don't have one displayed with this, without the poly bag or whatever. So it's been a while since I've seen this white part of it, the white background. So I was like, oh shit, is that like a variant? Is that like a different version? I was like, oh snap, it's just an open version. So I grabbed that. I don't know if they did second and third printings on these. I don't think so, but they did poly bags on most of them. I've got all the Milestone runs, most of them in full runs. At least I have like issue 1 and issue 2. I think Zombie, whatever. Yeah, I call it Zombie. Zombie's the only one I only have. I have issue 1 and issue 0, and then I might have like the last issue, but I don't have anything in the middle. I got all Static, all Blood Syndicate. I think I have all of Hardware, if not a lot of it. What else was there? Icon. I don't have all of Icon. I've got a few stray issues. I'm probably missing one. I'm missing one of the titles. What else did they do? Whatever. But I love that shit. McDuffie and Cowan are fucking kings. And it's cool that Jimmy Palmiotti was a big part of them from the beginning too. Glad they weren't exclusive to, you know. A couple, I think these are like in a dollar bin. Just cool #1s, Hexed and Dark Engine. Basically what I was gonna say is for being a branch off of like an African American creator-owned group or whatever, not creator-owned, but like started by and making making the majority of their characters all African American. Like, that's what we're doing. We're gonna make black books for black people. It's gonna be great. Blah blah blah. We haven't had that. We haven't had like. We've only ever had white people speaking for black people. It's about time we like voice them correctly. So I was, and like 98% of their characters are all black, which is fine. They're in the Dakota-verse or whatever. I mean, there's white people in there. Of course there is. But I just love this fucking cover. I want to get a big poster of this. But it was just nice that they weren't exclusive to only using like black artists and writers or minority artists and writers. I'm glad that they were like just went with good, talented artists and writers. Maybe it was just like maybe there was only a few that wanted to work with them. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, highly recommend you check out like Static. For those of you that didn't know Static Shock, his name is Static. It's not Static Shock. Get his comic, dude. He wasn't just a cartoon. I mean, the cartoon was a big deal. That's like one of the big things that got me into reading comics in the 90s. But I don't know. There's more than just fucking Icon fighting Superman and I don't know. I don't know what Milestone is really known for because I have a biased opinion of it. So, but I feel like a lot of people just kind of scoff at it or look down on it. It's like, dude, the Milestone books were the best, man. That was like, a lot of kids were over there reading Spawn and Max and Youngbloods and shit. Youngblood and what's the other one? Wildcats. And I was like, nah, I don't like that image stuff. It's too much for me. The art's too crazy. I love the Milestone stuff. That was like the first books I was buying myself as a kid, preteen, whatever. I don't know what to call them. It was definitely using my own money, like paper route money or allowance money to buy. I'd buy a couple random Spawns, but it wasn't for me. And then the movie came out, and I was like, this is really not for me. My opinion on that has vastly changed over the last couple years, but I love the Spawn movie, the Michael Jai White. But God, I'm going on like a 10-minute tangent of hardware. I just highly recommend people go and I don't know if they put them out in trades or like a masterwork of all those things, like a compendium, but dude, you can find Milestone books in your dollar bins without even trying. So your quarter bins, 50-cent bins, go buy them, man. I'm sure they're at half-price books, just littering the boxes, littering the drawers there. Watcher. This one picked up a lot of hype, like, after the fact that it came out. I don't buy a lot of Xenoscope books because they're just... I'm not calling them trash or anything like that. They're more about sexy girls, and that's not really what I like in my comics. I like superheroes. Action. Blood and gore. Which they do... A lot of them are pretty fucking bloody. They do some good horror. I don't want to put them in a box and be like, no, they just do like sexy Robin Hood, sexy Wizard of Oz stuff. That's a lot of it, but... And what's the company, Mad Cave or something, that puts out the, like, jungle fantasy stuff? That's all just, like, cave woman sex scenes. I love it. This book was pretty cool, yeah. I remember seeing that. So I got both covers. I don't know if there's more than two. What's Launch? Is that, like, who also helped put it out? They teamed up. But if you can, get The Watcher. It's I think that'll be a hot book. Might get adapted down the road. While everyone's getting Something That's Killing the Children, you can be over here being like, I got The Watcher. I went to 3 shops yesterday and couldn't find issue 2, so I'm gonna have to get that online. So I think it's not gonna be like Dead End Kids, but it is a hot book right now. I think. I'm sure it would cost you at least $10 to get. Plus it's a $5.99 book. God, I spent $12 on this shit. Jesus. Yeah, it'll probably cost you 10 to 15 ship to get issue 1. I don't know. I'm just making up numbers. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But when it comes to Aftershock, I know what I'm talking about. Highly that's even more than the Milestone books. I recommend Aftershock books. The best independent company out there. Bad Reception. Gotta get that. Traveler. The Traveler. This one just looked cool. And on front and back cover, there is no cover price. There's like no barcode. So, not the board. I know. I looked inside though. But I hope I only paid $3.99. I usually won't pass up a new #1 unless it's fucking weird, or as I said, like most of those Xenoscope things, or I skip those. Or like Vampirella or Betty Page tends to get a new one every couple months. Tommy Gun Wizards. I don't know what to think of this book. It just looked weird. It looked really weird, but I could see. I know Dark Horse stuff has been getting picked up lately, like someone bought the rights to all their shit or whatever. It looked like a gnarly read for starters, so it was good enough to get for that reason. I would have got it on its own, but I might have even picked up 2 copies just for the sake of investment purposes. I hate when they do this shit, when they put reviews on the front cover. It's like, come on. Come on, Kelly Sue. Mall. I know they did The Mall. Well, this is Mall from Vault. I don't know any of those names. I don't know any of those names up there. I don't know, it was a #1. Jesus, so I bought 3 copies of Bad Reception. So this ties into an online order I made. I think it was with Midtown. No, it was My Comic Shop. I got 2 copies of Bad Reception. This one was very fine. Not a single fucking flaw on it. Yeah, that's the bag up there. It's not the book. Slight chafing. Not even. That's the bag. So there's this scuff that's on the bag as well. Well, it doesn't look like it, but maybe. Yeah, I guess there's a slight little color rub there. But whatever. Usually, what I was gonna say is like you can buy if it says very good or fine, and it's a modern book like just came out, dude, get it, because that just means it has like 1 spine tick. Like this near mint one looks worse than the very fine one. It actually has 2 spine ticks. But when it's modern stuff, they're way too hard on their grading. Like that would really just make these books near mint minus. One little nick like that was very fine near mint, but I'll buy like one of these. I'm sure this is also VF, but you'll be lucky to find 1 fucking flaw on this. But say I'll buy new books or new variants from them that they're probably returns or damages, that in their opinion, and they'll put good on it, like GD or VG, and it's a fraction of the price. And yeah, so you can save a lot of money doing that, because a lot of these online online stores will overgrade their new stuff, which isn't a bad thing. Yeah, same thing here. I got Near Mint and Very Fine. It was probably just like $1 or $2 cheaper. And they both look great. That's 2 from Scout. I don't buy shit from Scout ever, because no one around here really carries it. They're not like high in demand. I feel like around my neck of the woods, everyone just likes superhero shit, so. Replacer. Pumped to finally get this. It's like VHS type throwback. Fucking I love Aftershock, dude. Look at that, it's so cool. And you got the green horror sticker. Love it. I got about less than a minute left. I was able to pick up a copy of Once and Future, first print. I was pumped about that. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Issue 100 came out. Gotta get that Milestone book. Omni. Below that is Pretty Violent. Horror Comics blank. I'll do some horror homage there. Pretty Violent. Variant cover. Awesome. Got about 25 seconds before it cuts me off and I run out of memory on my phone. Had to get this because it's an in the mouth cover. And I have 1, 2, and now 4. Oh, they did 4 and 5 backwards. They put them out of order, so I probably won't try to get the whole set. But last one I'll show off is this hot art germ of Vampirella. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna go back to my Slipknot Chicago PD